Hello everyone, and for today's training we're going to go over how to create documents within our membership CRM software. To get started, go into the menu, Setup, Documents and Waivers. Now this is similar to a Microsoft Word or even a Microsoft 360. When you're dealing with creating documents inside the web, it's just a tad little different, but not too much. So first you're going to go ahead and click new, name the document. I'm just going to go ahead and hit month to month. Select what type of document. So if it's an agreement, this would go through with your registration. I'm going to say month to month financial, and then the language of the document. Now, if you see these options to the right, you will see registration request. If this is checked on, this is will be on the registration. So it will be one of the setup documents that needs to be signed when you do registration. If it's checked off, then it's an additional document that you will need to do for anything else. For an example, if you have a summer camp and you need a bus service, that will be the example on that. So we're going to say it is required for registration. Require once. This is a document that's only required once to one time to sign. And then request signature. Then you're going to go ahead and either copy and paste from your Word document, or you're going to start typing and creating your documents here. Please keep in mind, if you're going to step away, go ahead and submit and save the document, and then you could go ahead and edit it later on. If that's not the case, and you're going to do a copy and paste, we're going to go ahead and copy our document from Word, and then we're going to use this icon right here. You're going to paste it right here and then press OK. Now, if you notice that, especially if you have multiple schools, I have business name here, and then I have the tags here like family name, family address. These are all placeholders that we have provided for you guys. So if you need a particular information, you go ahead and go into the placeholder, and like for an example, if you need your business address. Now you're going to say, why do I need to put a placeholder for your business address? If you are a multiple school owner, these documents pretty much will go within the school that you or that member is in. Okay, and that's why we have business name. If you're not a multiple school owner, you could hard code it and just put the name. What you really do need will be, the family names, the members' names, so on and so forth. And if you're missing something, be free to send us an email. Also, you're able to attach links to this and images. I mean, a legal document doesn't really have images, but if that's the case, you could go ahead and do that. Now, don't be sticking your logo, for an example, inside the document. We are already using the template. We're using a letterhead, using the information that you provided us from the beginning, that it's right up here, and we will insert that within the document. And I'll show you how. On the view section, you're also able to open the document wide and able to work a little easier if you need so. And then you have your standard controls, your word controls here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this document. And like I said, every document is different, and you could go ahead and either hard code the school name, If you're a multiple school owner, then it'll put, the school name and the address of the school if the document requires it. And I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to view this document. So here's the document I created, and I'm going to go ahead and press the view button. And now you see where I'm saying that you're putting your logo and your information here, and it looks professional and clean. Later on, then the document gets signed when it goes into the member. So that's how you create a document. Now, if you notice, you're not able to modify or delete some of these documents. That's because you have signed documents within the families and members. So you cannot make any corrections. Now, we did provide you a button to make it easier for you. So if you need to do a minimum adjustment, let's say for this debit authorization, you go ahead and clone it. You highlight it and clone it. You will rename the document. And then make the modification that you need. And that's how you will be able to modify a document. You're basically creating a new one, and from that day forward, that will be the new one that you'll be using. When it comes to agreements and debit authorization, there only must be one. On the waiver side, they could have multiple waivers. For an example, if you have a summer camp and after school and you have a bus waiver, you could go ahead and add, say it's a bus waiver, or a limited risk and waiver, or a COVID waiver. So you could have multiple waivers. If you don't want to see those waivers anymore, you could go ahead and deactivate or not make it active anymore, and you won't have to see that anymore. And that's how you create your documents. In our next video, we're going to show you how you add documents to your members and how to modify existing members within your school to create these documents for you. But make sure you create your documents first. Thank you and have a wonderful day.